Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Myth Busting. Today we are going to find out 3 different things about each of the mobs in the game. That is, can we name tag them, leash them, or use a fishing rod on them? Now I know some of you will say this isn't really a myth, but I do get a lot of questions asking if it is possible to name tag a particular mob or leash them, and there is no harm in finding out. So before we do some testing, there are some interesting things you should know about each of these items. The fishing rod is obviously for fishing, but when you use it on a mob you can hook onto the mob and right click to move them towards you. Now this will appear to damage them, and that's because it does. However, the amount of damage applied is 0. This means the mob will react like it has taken damage, but the health stays the same. So if you use it on a pigman you will make them aggressive even though you didn't really hurt them. And you should also know that hooking onto a mob does 3 points of durability damage. Name tags are great for giving your pet a name, and if you use it on a hostile mob it will never despawn. There are also a couple of well-known Easter eggs with name tags. Use the names Grum or Dinnerbone on a mob and they will appear upside down, and if you use the name Jeb underscore on a sheep it will turn into a rainbow sheep. Leads are fantastic. You can tie your horse to a fence or create an army of flying sheep. But what's interesting is there is no limitation to the amount of mobs you can leash at the same time. However, the more you have leashed, the more likely for some mobs to be pushed too far away and cause the lead to break. But that is enough talk for now. It is time to do the testing. I'm not gonna lie, that was not the best of time lapses. I left out a lot of footage because it was boring. I guess it's kind of difficult to make it interesting. After all, I'm just spawning in mobs and testing items on them, but I did test all of the mobs in the game and included some of the more interesting results in the time lapse. So if you want to see a list of all the mobs tested, then check the description box down below. So the name tag, it works on every single mob with 2 exceptions. The villager will require another player to be trading with it for you to use the name tag, and the ender dragon doesn't work with it at all. Now when it comes to the spider jockey and the chicken jockey, the name tag works on both of these. However, each mob is renamed individually rather than together. The lead, it would seem that only leads can be used on passive mobs. However, it doesn't work on the bat, so I'm going to list all of the ones that you can use the lead with. The horse, the chicken, cow, ocelot or cats, pig, sheep, snow golem, squid, iron golem and wolf. And the chicken when it's on a chicken jockey. All other mobs cannot be leashed. So last of all, the fishing rod. This can be used on every single mob with the exception of the villager. Even when someone else is trading with the villager, you can't cast the fishing rod. There are 2 other things to note here as well. You can use this on a horse, but only when another player is riding it, and you can also use this on the Enderman. However, it's going to teleport and your hook can stay attached to it when it teleports, but it's going to continuously teleport, and then when you reel it back in, guess what? It teleports as well. So that is it for another episode of Minecraft Myth Busting. Please leave a like if you have enjoyed it, it will always be appreciated. And leave a comment down below if you have a myth you'd like to suggest. But that is it, so as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.